Welcome back, everyone.
Hooray! To the Dead Red Herring podcast.
Woohoo! So yeah, we're back again with some new, fresh news from this week.
Well,
Week and
we'll follow the motto of our name.
Dead Red Herring, yeah.
Stinky.
Stinky.
Well, it's certainly been a full week.
Oh yes.
A lot of happening. Well, I don't think we need to really bring this up, but we did lose Stan Lee.
Yeah, we did lose a great man. We made a little in memoriam video
exactly.
about that.
So no need to really dig deeper into that one for now.
No need for that salt in the wound yet.
But other than that, Blizzard's still failing.
As per usual.
Yeah. EA is failing.
As per usual.
Ubisoft put their foot in their mouth.
As per usual. What the hell?
I know.
They just can't do it.
No, for some reason, it seems like the gaming industry really just doesn't really know how to connect with their fans anymore.
They're so distant. So distant.
Yeah. I think they've grown too big and they think way too much about investors instead of gamers.
We're too big to fail. That's just saying too fat to die.
But you can still die if you're fat.
Oh yes.
Fat people die all the time. Actually, they're more likely to die. What the hell?
Tell that to Blizzard, EA, and Ubisoft.
Well, they're gonna die if they keep on doing this.
They're gonna die.
It's like a fat diabetic with, I don't know, cookies.
Stop feeding them cookies, people.
And speaking of cookies, let's start out with not EA, but Ubisoft this time.
Yeah.
Because a quote from a forum post, I think it was, is that, Ubisoft, they're gonna release Trials Rising. Not really a game I've ever played. The
motocross game.
Yeah.
Motorcycle game, so meh.
But there's been a little discussion on the forum about loot crates or loot boxes. And as a response, there actually was a Ubisoft support person who wrote, quote, "If players simply didn't buy these crates, they would not be added into games in future." And
how distant can you be from the fans? I mean, really, who is this customers? Mortal customers I heard so much about.
Yeah, because just to put some sort of guidelines on this, it's when it comes to loot crates, I have really no problem with them as long as they're incorporated into the game that you can earn them by playing and doing stuff in game. When it comes to buying loot crates, I'm more of a negative on that one.
With the kind of loot crates that are nowadays, that you buy something and you have no idea what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
That's
I can be like, I have no problems in getting a loot crate that has some random item in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And when it comes to buying stuff, if it's only cosmetic, I generally don't have a problem with it. But if it's stuff like useful items,
pay to win.
Yeah, at that point, I'm really just against it.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking at you, Battlefront. And that's EA again. God damn it.
There's 4 names, you know.
Yeah.
4? 3.
Yeah, you said 4.
Yeah, I mean 3.
Yeah, maybe you were thinking about Activision as well.
Aha!
So yeah, loot boxes.
Yeah.
But in this case, with Trials, it's just cosmetic. And their argument is that you can get, I think it's in-game currency or something like that you can use to, buy boxes for cosmetic items, or you can actually buy them for real cash. But it's still just cosmetics, and it has no real effect on the game itself. And I'm okay with that. But it's still the concept of buying a AAA game title and
that still needs to pressure you for money.
Yeah.
That's somewhat disgusting.
Yeah, and it follows in the trials of Funny enough, no pun intended.
Uh-huh.
But in the footsteps rather of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
With the whole pay to get a XP boost and everything.
Yeah.
And also, that's impacting on gameplay. That should not be something that you spend extra money on, especially if you paid, what is it, $60 on a game?
Yeah, that's about what it costs nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, $60. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, in Swedish currency, that's, what, 700, 800 kroners?
$60. Almost 600 kroners.
No, I think the dollar is at, what, 8, 9 kroners?
Yeah, something like that.
So, yeah. Your money, the dollars, times 8 or 9.
Yeah.
That's the amount a Swede has to pay.
Bleh.
Yeah. And then pay extra. I mean, if I pay for a full game, I expect to get the full content. Not that I had to buy extra stuff to unlock things that should be in the game.
No, it's a cheap way to make money.
Yeah.
A quick buck.
I can get that game companies really like the microtransactions because they do get a lot of dough out of it.
Mm.
And sure, if it actually went into game development and everything, I might be a bit more soft on it, but
it doesn't.
No, as far as I know, it really doesn't really go to the production. It doesn't really go to the development. It goes more or less into the
straight to the executive.
Well, it's not really into the executive's pocket, but it goes into the stock.
Yeah.
Stockholders. It's the investment side that gets most of it.
Mm.
And I don't really think that's right.
No,
sure, they're a big company, they got stockholders and everything, but this is like, I don't know, trying to get poor people to pay extra for some sort of certificate to get into heaven. Oh, too historical now? Too soon, Vatican?
Yeah, I'm gonna nail a list on the game developer's door. You'll see at E3. I'm gonna be there nailing list to doors.
Oh, speaking of E3, hey, segue, ta-da! Sony ain't gonna participate in the 2019 E3.
Okay, why?
Well, if I understood it correctly, they want to focus on their own stuff and their own venues or something like that. Because they put gamers first. They want to keep the contact with the gamer at the best. Which is interesting, since they're banning anything that could be offensive. In this case, naked.
You know, I just see a kind of 7-year-old kid with a shotgun, loading it slowly and pointing it to its foot right now.
Why a 7-year-old?
I don't know.
I think it's more like one of the morons you see on YouTube in the fail videos.
Yeah, that too. That works too.
Yeah. Boom.
Thus was that foot. Yeah, but that seems a bit counterproductive.
Yeah. I really don't know what to say more than it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this.
Yeah. God damn it, Sony, you're dying already. You want to focus on your own stuff? You can't afford that.
Yeah, they're having a hard time.
Yeah, because let's be real, Sony is not doing good right now.
But I think they're doing better than Microsoft's Xbox.
Okay, fair enough.
But, I mean, consoles.
Yeah.
Peasants.
Cross-platform master race.
I'm not really sure how to react to that.
Disgusted. Speaking of disgusted, or cross-platform, Blizzard is, they have more titles and more projects than ever. Most of them on mobile. They didn't really learn anything, did they?
Internal screaming intensifies.
External screaming in my case.
Oh, yeah.
They have best developers, they say. And the future is looking bright.
I bet it does. Maybe turn down that screen light.
Turn down the gamma, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're going full doubling down and just going full ape shit on.
Which is interesting, considering the bad reaction that they got from the Diablo Immortal scandal.
But that's just fans reacting. Come on.
Yeah, crybabies and everything.
Entitled.
Yeah. Who are gamers to say what they actually want?
Who are gamers to say what games they actually want? Yeah. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Or bit, will you, Blizzard? I mean, the sheer arrogance on these new from the game companies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is.
And
dick moves all around.
I think they're gonna continue this shit show, and they will fail, because one could think that, oh, it's a big company, they will never stop because they will just do it for the money. But I mean, gamers, nerds, and all that, they're the most passionate fan base and customers ever. So if they don't want the product, they're not gonna buy it.
Well, I think that's sort of a problem as well, because I think a lot of gamers will get the things anyway, even though they might be complaining about it. I think there are a lot of people that's going to be buying Battlefield 5, even though there's been a lot of complaints about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I mean, it's still another Battlefield title.
Yeah. Damn it.
So I think that gamers need to take a harder stance on stuff like this and really vote with their wallets. And not pay companies making bad decisions. If a gamer really believes a company or developer has made a bad move, they should show it by not using their wallets.
Exactly. Just don't go out and buy it because that's what you always do.
Yeah.
You're a scab!
And it actually goes back to what the Ubisoft support person said about loot crates. Because it is actually true that if people did not buy them, they wouldn't be there. I still think it's a stupid comment to blame it on players, but at the same time, it is true that as long as people are paying for them, the crates are gonna be there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been looking a lot about it online and looking at threads where people talk about loot crates, and opinions really are sort of divided by the middle. There are a lot of people that have no problem with it. There are a lot of people that have a problem with it. So I think it really comes down to whether or not it fits the individual gamer.
Yeah, I suppose.
But also, the reason that Blizzard is moving to mobile is because they know they can make a hell lot of money on mobile gaming, since mobile games are the perfect platforms for microtransactions.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Chinese people out there.
Yeah, and Koreans.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about how it goes in India, but
yeah, I have no idea about India.
Well, it is gonna be the Far East market.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the new approach. Leave the West. What?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So now let's talk about Fallout 76.
So yeah, we had the release.
Yeah, and oh boy,
it's not been taken lightly.
Now we can talk about mixed reactions here.
Yeah. I mean, if we look at Metacritic, the page, the user review site, the user review, it's been about 238 positive, 40 mixed, and 535 negative reviews. The double amount negative reviews than positive reviews. Oh dear. So, the issues, as I understand it, that people are... Well, it's a buggy.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, And here I am sitting here thinking, it's a Bethesda game. What did you expect?
Yeah.
It's not a bug. The
It's
bugs
a
are not bugs.
feature.
It's a feature, damn it.
Yeah. Bethesda releases a new game. Expect modders to fix it.
Yeah. So yeah. But more that the game world it's huge, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's bigger than previous Fallout installments, and there are no NPCs.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, yeah, there's gonna be some robots and stuff, but no real,
characters.
No,
it's more, like you said, audio logs and robots and all that. So there's gonna be something, but there aren't really any NPCs. So it feels big and empty.
Yeah, and the limit to the amount of players is really low per server as well. I'm not sure if it's 32 or 64 or whatever it was.
Yeah, something like that. But and I'm just here sitting and thinking the other way. Like, it's big, huge, empty. Well, it's the apocalypse. It's supposed to be big, huge, empty, and desolate. And there aren't many characters in the server. Phew, I don't have to play with people. Yay! So,
yeah,
I'm taking the bad with the good here, but with people that want to play with each other, this is a issue for them.
Yeah, I was actually thinking just about this, that from my perspective, from what I read and listened to when it comes to reactions and reviews, I think that this is a perfect game for you. Since you don't really want to interact with people, you want to do more of a solo thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this would be great for you.
Yeah.
And also, since it's not really a PvP sort of game.
Perfect.
Yeah. That the only way you can actually engage in PvP is that if someone attacks you and you start
attacking them back.
Exactly. At that point, there will be a PvP flag going up. Otherwise, someone can be standing, hitting you or shooting at you and all, and they'll do really minimal damage.
But if they kill you, they will get a bounty on their head.
Yeah. If you actually go head to head and one of you gets killed, the killer will get a bounty on his head.
So I think that's a great way to treat griefers and such. It's getting punished for griefing.
But here's also the thing. I'm more and more reminded about Rust when I'm looking at this game.
Oh.
But, well, more developed, at least when I was playing it. Then that was a long time ago. I haven't played the latest versions. But here's the thing. The world is big. It's empty of interaction other than other players. And you're supposed to make your own fun. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that parts like PvP and such, it's actually something that's kind of vital, because to make something interesting, you need to have conflict.
Yeah.
And without conflict, there's really nothing that pushes things forward. Yeah. Sure, you can go in a group and kill all the creatures and monsters and everything you encounter. You can get your power armor, you can get the launch codes for the nukes, but what are you going to do with it then?
Drop a nuke and hope for the best.
Yeah, well, okay, sure. If you drop a nuke, you open up new terrain, so to say. There will be new encounters and better equipment and everything. But still, who are you going to shoot at? It's at this point, it's more or less that, oh yeah, sure, you can go in a group and you're going to launch the nuke toward this corner of the map, and then you go up there and you kill and loot, and then what do you do?
Yeah. You're gonna continue fire on shooting on ghouls or scorched in this case, or halfway ghouls, super mutants and monsters and
yeah.
And I know super mutants at that point it's been some retconning.
Yeah.
So
but I think that the issue for a lot of people, for the majority of people, is that it is empty.
Yeah.
I was talking to my girlfriend about this, and she said that she would not really like to play this game because she would feel that there's nothing to do. It's way too empty for her to keep an interest in it. And that's also a lot of the comments that I've seen, that people find it really hard to engage in the game because they can spend a long time running around, never encountering anyone else. And whenever they do encounter someone else, it's sort of, it's hard to communicate.
Yeah.
The thing is that this game fits best on a console because of the FPS issues. I think they've actually limited even on PC to 63 FPS, just because the animations and everything, it goes with the FPS. So there was this bug that if you had higher FPS count, you would actually have faster animations and you would actually, well, outclass anyone with lower FPS. So
PC for the win, people.
Yeah. And the control scheme is well, kind of awkward. The menu system is really bad if you're not on a controller. So this game should be on a console. And I think that a lot of people might enjoy it more on a console than on PC with this kind of stuff.
Possibly. But the amount the reviews I've seen right now, it's a lot of people is complaining. It's like it's soulless, it's empty, and it's not much to do. But I thinking here, let's just give it some time, give it some updates and such.
Yeah, well,
let's see what happens. But
speaking of updates, the first day patch, that was a good one.
Oh yeah.
What was it? 53 gigs.
Yeah, and the first installation file.
47.
Yeah, so that's about 100 gigabytes of free memory you need to have.
Yeah, dedicated disk space.
Yep.
That's kind of big. Too big, actually. You shouldn't have a game that's supposed to be a AAA title on release requiring not half a gig, but over 50 gig of patching on the first day. That's not right.
No, not really. No, that's.
But again, I'm just reminded about Rust, because I get the feel that Fallout 76 is more like a early access game than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And again, when it comes to the driving in it, I think that one way to actually resolve it is to have factions.
Yeah.
You should have the Enclave. There should be the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah.
Or something.
Raiders, damn it.
Yeah. Sure.
This
is supposed to be the first people coming back to Earth.
Yeah.
After coming back above ground, that is.
Yeah.
After the war. But yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna actually spend any money on this game.
No. For me, not yet. Perhaps later. I am actually I can actually play this. I can actually try to see how fun it is, because I'm curious like that.
But it's not worth $60.
No, not $60. No. Oh, and another thing that's driving people up the walls. It's not on Steam.
Yeah.
It's on Bethesda's own game platform, and yeah, so inconvenient, in my opinion. It's unnecessary, and I suppose not. No, I don't see it. Suppose. Yeah, I just think it's not good. Got nothing there.
You just reminded me of Ozzy in an interview. Dude, are you high?
No, I'm tired, actually. Didn't sleep much this night, and we're up sort of early.
Sort of.
It's 1. It's early.
weak.
I'm still mushy in the head. Anyways. So yeah, I think... Yeah, it's not been a great start for Fallout 76,
No.
But I'm willing to see how it plays out, so to speak.
Yeah,
more.
well, the thing is, for me, if I want to have some multiplayer games, I'm gonna go for other titles. Because
of course.
Since this game isn't really unique in any way, I don't feel that I have any need for it.
No. And I think the most gripe people often have with this game is they have sort of in their mind that this is going to be the next installment. This is going to be like Fallout 5. It's not, people.
No, it's a multiplayer version of Fallout 4.
Yeah, curb your enthusiasm and hopes that this is the new installment.
Don't be so entitled.
Oh, fuck off, will ya, cunt.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna be a little downgrading to people, but come on, curb your enthusiasm, people, a little bit.
Yeah,
or like curb your
I'm
not enthusiasm, curb your
expectations, maybe
expectations, and curb your. I'm not gonna say passion, but you know what I'm saying. It's just
that you have to look at it really. It's been clear from the start that this is not Fallout 5. That it's been clear, at least the way I see it. It's just a multiplayer version of Fallout 4.
Yeah, but I'm afraid a lot of players had expectations that this is somewhat the new installment.
Yeah, I can see why, actually, since it's actually been hyped the way it has. So I understand the expectations, and I don't think it's wrong of people to have expectations. I think that Bethesda is actually more to blame in this case because they did not really anticipate the expectations of people. I think the expectations of Bethesda was really out of proportion from what the gamers had. I mean, the gigantic map, but the low player count.
Yeah.
I think that's something most people did not really expect.
No, I suppose not. But then again, let's give this game a few patches and in the future.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see what it comes to.
See how it plays out. And if nothing else, this is it's still a great thing to see how they are updating their engine and such. Because, to be frank, with these new functions they have in this world, that's quite a lot from previous.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think this should be the clearest sign that they need to make a new engine. Because they've been using the same engine since Morrowind.
Yeah.
And it's not really fitting for a multiplayer.
Not a multiplayer, but I think it fits in previous installments.
Well, it's just that the features in the engine, I don't really remember what it's called now. But you can see that it's outdated. They've been fixing it and updating and such, but it's really, if anything, it's clear that this is last gen.
I suppose, yeah.
So they need to take in new stuff. They need to actually have it more compatible with today's gaming standards, in my opinion.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't really have anything more to add to this. It's just that if people want to play this game, I say go ahead. But and be prepared to maybe be disappointed.
Yeah, be prepared for some kinks, but I say give it some patches, give it some time. Let's see what plays out. If it's still as bad after a lot of patches and updates, then yeah. But
hey, that might give you a battle royale mode.
Oh, we're opening that can of worms soon, I promise you, people.
Yeah, you hate battle royale.
I have a gripe with those things.
What, you don't want to play Fortnite? You want to do a wacky dance?
No.
Buy some extra skins?
I don't have autism. I don't want to play Fortnite. Come on! But yeah.
Triggered.
Yeah, if you want to call it that, yes. I am hella triggered. But yeah, that kind of worms. Some other time.
Soon.
Like fire that burns within me. And speaking of fires.
Segue.
Forced segue, but fuck you. The California fire.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I suppose that the fire in itself, it's not nerd related, but the sad news is that the what was it called? Ranches Paramount Western
Paramount
Town?
Ranch, yeah.
Western Town, where they filmed Westworld, among other things, has sadly burned down to the ground.
Yeah, there are like the church you can see in Westworld. That one still stands. And there's a train station also still standing. That one was mostly seen in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Old series. I'm not sure if our listeners know about that one. Just to say, I'm an old fag when it comes to this, so...
Fag. You said it.
Old fag. It's not a fag.
You're a fag.
You're a fag. And if we've offended someone, good.
Good, leave a comment.
That's your problem, not mine. But yeah.
Some things are still standing. Anthony Hopkins' house is still standing. No, I'm not saying, but classic Ford.
Yeah, well, the wildfire, it's horrible. I actually feel really sad and I
hope for the best with the people that lives there.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. but I actually mean I hope that things work out.
Yeah. We're sending our sympathies.
Yeah, sympathies for those affected by this, and I really wish that no one else comes to harm.
Yeah.
No one should lose their home because of fire like that. That's just horrible.
Because of eucalyptus trees.
Or whatever they blame it on right now. Not saying.
Climate.
Yeah. Well, it could be. Who knows at this point?
Bit of both, I suppose.
Yeah. But still. So the western city, it has its historical roots in 1920s. When Paramount bought the area. It was quite a lot of acres. And then in the 50s, they built this western scenery there and used it for a whole lot of stuff. Well, Gunsmoke and stuff. I don't remember. It's just too many to remember.
Stuff.
Yeah, and stuff. I know. But I do remember that X-Files actually did some shooting there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's interesting.
Cool.
Not sure which episode, though.
Gonna have to find that out.
Yeah, gonna have to take a look.
Cool.
But they've actually vowed to build it up again.
They will rebuild.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna say that nothing of value was lost, because, well, it was.
It's somewhat cultural value.
Yeah.
Value.
A little bit of, well, TV and movie history. But still, it's nothing that couldn't be replaced. I mean, it's not like it's houses from the real frontier era.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But then again, I mean, this is America.
Pang.
and yeah, talking about historical buildings and everything, it's for us here in the old world. That's like, oh, in the mid 1800s. Yeah, that's old. That's old. Yeah, sure. We have buildings from like
medieval times.
Yeah. There are buildings here that are older than US. Think about that, people.
Get good, America.
Well, it can't be easy being a country with, well, short history.
Now, just because they're history impediment.
You can hear
history impaired.
The Merker screeching.
Boom.
We call them historically impaired. Historically challenged.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Boy. Oh yeah, that was about.
Yeah. Doing the Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what else is new?
What else? Oh, I actually have a good news. Good news. Good news, everyone. EA has decided to give us Command and Conquer remakes. Well, 4K versions. I think HD 4K versions of Red Alert 1 and Command and Conquer Tiberian Dawn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good, actually.
No microtransactions.
Woo.
It's like they've learned.
You're safe for now, EA.
Yeah.
Good. Keep that up.
Yeah, maybe EA stock will actually rise for this.
I doubt it. So that's good. So we can have that old.
Yeah, I remember when these games were new. Yeah. I mean, I remember playing Red Alert 1 for the first time, and holy shit, that was awesome.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the animations, cutscene animations for that time, it was like, whoa, high tech, man. It's really awesome. Yeah. And I mean, at this point, it was still the old, they've actually used real actors.
And
making scenes like this and then enhancing it with CGI. And you knew it was CGI. It was this old 90s, really up in your face CGI.
Full film captured cuts. Oh yeah.
But it had soul.
Yeah.
It was actually awesome.
And they did the same in Red Alert 2.
Yeah.
Which was an awesome game.
In Red Alert 1, when playing the Soviet campaign, to actually have someone be Stalin, that was awesome. And have this actor actually using the lines attributed to Stalin, like, death is a solution to every problem. No man, no problem. It's like, yes, love it.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome sauce.
But I think I preferred playing the allies. Because, commies and all.
Yeah.
Sure, I mean,
fuck them.
When it comes to certain units, I think that Soviet had the better ones. I mean, their tanks were awesome. But, yeah. Then again, you had Tanya for the allies.
Yeah. So. Speaking of kick-ass characters.
Yeah. But there are no strong female characters in video games. None. Only nuns.
Nuns with... Oh, no.
Oh, no. It just makes me think about the Hitman trailer thingy.
Oh, yeah, the BDSM
nuns. The BDSM nuns. I'm glad they died.
Look it up, people. Anything else happening?
No. Well, there are a lot of things happening, but I think this will have to do for now.
Yeah. Oh, but there's one fun thing, actually.
One fun thing.
One more fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
A new trailer is out.
All right. Detective Pikachu. Right. I forgot about that one.
Voiced by Ryan Reynolds. I think there was a tweet or something. Who got high and cast Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu? Someone answered, probably Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. I think this is going to be awesome. I actually want to see this movie.
Yeah, me too.
Because the thing is that just looking at the trailer, I only hope that the trailer actually catches the true spirit of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because grown-up humor, a darker tone, I think there will be blood.
I hope so.
Yeah. Pokemon for grown-ups. And this is actually, my theory about this movie is that this is not a movie made for today's kids. This is a movie made for the kids that grew up with Pokemon, like me.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the first Pokemon on Game Boy when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, whatever could go wrong with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, true. But I am...
I'm ignoring Green Lantern, so...
I think he does too, but...
Yeah.
But I am totally just gonna hear Deadpool quotes coming out of Pikachu. So
but that's the awesome part.
Yeah. Oh, brother. Yeah. So yeah, I am curious about this movie.
Curious is the right word.
Yeah. Excited. Wouldn't want to say. Curious. More of that. But I think
we'll just have to see how it turns out.
Exactly.
Your favorite term.
Patience. Patience is a virtue. When it's convenient for me.
Yeah, of course it is.
Of course.
Anyways.
I think we overstayed our welcome here. So
as per usual.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed. Please do
follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, DRH Podcast. You can absolutely follow us on
Podbean,
iTunes, Spotify.
We are on Spotify now, yeah.
And please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave a like.
Leave
a comment. Talk to us.
And
we won't bite.
And actually,
hard.
Not that hard. And don't forget to press that bell icon, actually.
Yeah, on
so
YouTube.
You will be noticed. You will be noticed.
Well, notified, I think the word is.
Be noticed. So yeah.
Skateboards.
I think that's all we had for
this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Have a good one.